Hey folks, welcome back to our channel. This is the Acoustic Shop channel. I am John. This is Jeremy. We're going to talk about instruments today. Jeremy, did you know that?
Every time we get together, that's all we talk about.
That is actually what we're going to do. Today we're actually talking about a great guitar that just landed right now. Landed in here. I pulled it out of the box, had to play it. Figured we're going to do a video with it. This is the Atkin J43. So, we're back one more time talking about Atkin guitars. Before we get into talking about Atkin guitars, you know what I want to do? I want to persuade you. I want to convince you. I want to...
You have convinced me.
to like and subscribe to this channel if you've not done so far. We would definitely appreciate that.
Beep, boop, boop. Subscribed and notifications turned on.
That way you will know about every video that comes in here. We do lots of these videos and we would love for you guys to know about them. That way you can hear about all the cool guitars, mandolins, banjos, ukuleles, you name it. We get them all in here and you'll know all about them.
They're not just product demos. We also do performances. We do some little instruction things, some how to change your strings. That's an interesting one. But for the actual descriptions and reviews of instruments, we have a full tone sample at the end of the video. If you would like to skip through our very clever banter, you're missing out,
So
you're lost.
clever.
But at the very end, if you just want to hear the instrument, we do have that. And if you want to hear even more than we put into that sound sample, we do a complete performance with this instrument. So we're talking about the Atkin. We kind of highlighted it and featured it on a John Denver tune.
Yeah, we did.
That's all in the description below, so you can jump straight to those. But I invite you to stay through the talking, because that's the most interesting part.
Everybody wants to hear us
It's like
talk.
sitting around an old barber shop and just talking about guitars.
A barber shop. All right, there you go.
I haven't been in one of those in years, you know what I mean?
All right. Anyway.
I got that out before the people could put it in the comments.
Yeah, I see what you did. Anyway, we're talking about Atkin guitars today. Alistair Atkin is building some incredible instruments, and we get them from time to time. In fact, I actually put a call into him today and said, hey,
Send me
I
100
would
more.
like to see even more guitars because everyone comes in better than the last
Where
one.
do these come from?
These come from England, actually.
Old England. Can you
that's right.
please do the rest of this demo with
No,
the English accent?
I will say this. Alistair called me the other day, and it was the greatest conversation. I didn't tell him this. By the way, Alistair, if you're watching, I'm not making fun, I promise. But it was the greatest conversation ever. He did every stereotypical saying that you want to hear from an English conversation ever in that phone call. So thank you much for making my day. That was awesome phone call. Alistair is a great builder. His team is doing an amazing job. This is the first time we got one of this model in. Most of the guitars we have got have been straight ahead dreadnoughts, and this one is a slope shoulder dreadnought, very much in the Gibson vein. This is a J43, which is basically his version of a banner era J45, Gibson J45.
I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Queen of England plays this exact model.
That is not
built by
true,
Atkin.
Jeremy. That is not true. In fact, I don't know.
Prove me wrong. I saw it on The Crown. I've been watching The Crown. She was in the background just
right in the back, just wailing on her J45,
and some Beatles.
J43. There you go.
Very interesting.
Very cool. This has spec just like a banner era J45. Very cool. One thing that it does have add-on though is a baked or thermo-cured or torrefied, however you want to say it, top, Sitka spruce top. This is a baked, he lists it as a baked Sitka spruce top. Underneath this really cool burst. Definitely has the look. This also has the aged finish, and what he does is a very, very thin nitro cellulose finish that he actually does the crackling, and you get to see the finish checking. It looks really, really cool. It looks very, very real. And I really
we have
like
seen
it a
some
lot.
vintage instruments, especially ones that are kind of put in a case and put under a bed, that just being in that case and temperature changes and stuff, get this, almost the entire thing is just crazed.
Yep.
And that's kind of the look this has.
It does.
We've gone in this before. Some people are like, why would you do that on a brand new instrument? There's something to it. I mean, it's just like
it's kind of cool.
going to IKEA and buying some new furniture that looks antiqued. You know, it's the same reason. You want it to look like an old instrument. a lot of people like it. I am a fan of it. I kind of like it.
I
still like a
just
new
for the sound
shiny
of it.
instrument, but I also still like that vintage look to an instrument too.
Absolutely. This particular guitar came in this morning. We unboxed it. I strummed it one time, and I told everybody in the shop, we got to shoot this video today because I don't think this guitar is going to last. I think it is a fabulous guitar. It is definitely one, if you're looking for a Gibson J45 sound, it is exactly where it's at. This has a mahogany back and sides. It does have the yellowed tinted binding as well, the white binding that was now yellow to give it that vintage look. A rosewood bridge and rosewood fretboard with the bone nut and saddle on this. Has the white bridge pins. And the white buttons too, which are all on a single tray on this, or a single plate, sorry, is what they call this. So 3 on a plate, Clouson style tuners. Very, very cool with that total natural deal. Now here's what the best part about this. I really think this is a Gibson J45 done better. This thing is huge. So punchy.
Out of a brand new guitar that's like 10 minutes old.
Yeah, it's incredible. So rounded, has that really kind of Gibson mid-rangey punch, but it's just so lively. Like I said, it feels like it's an old guitar in your hands that is brand new. And I have yet to see anybody be able to do this like Atkin Guitars has been able to do it.
And honestly, part of it we might give credit to, we call it the DHL aging process, where every instrument we get sent from Alistair, DHL loses for at least 2 weeks. We pay for all duty fees.
This one was like 3.5 weeks.
Go through like 4 weeks of phone calls back and forth, and like, we're not sure. We show a record of it, but and then one day it just shows up in the shop. So
yeah,
that could be the secret to it.
It was like, the weirdest thing. This time we talked to poor Reagan in our receiving department was sitting there talking to computers, and you could tell it's computers because they're answering questions in very, very strange ways. But it's some sort of robot telling her, "I'm sorry, your package is lost."
That's good to know.
Sure. Anyway, so we did get it, and it may be the aging process. We're
gonna start sending all our new instruments to DHL and letting them sit in whatever magical shop they have.
DHL, I don't know what kind of shop you have, but thank you very much for holding our guitars for 3 weeks and making them better.
It actually didn't have any of that crazing on it. It happened anyway. If there's anybody with DHL, please contact us on how to get our packages immediately.
Better.
In the meantime, great guitar. We've had
Incredible.
what, 5 or 6 Atkins in so far, and everyone they sell very quick,
and they're great sounding.
Good reason for it.
Great playing. This thing is set up like a dream. Like I said, 1.11/16 nut width. Again, I know some of you people, Gibson fans, want to see 1.75". I know it's a thing, but that's not what these guitars were. These were 1.11/16. So this is more paying homage to the original ones. I think it's a very, very comfortable neck to play, very comfortable guitar to play, and it is a monster. So we're going to give you a tone sample of it, see what you guys think about it.
Hey, we really appreciate you guys watching that video. It was my favorite one we've made so far. We've done hundreds of videos, and that was the best one.
It was.
And the next one's going to be even better. If you'd like to see that, be sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, the more you comment and interact below, the more the YouTube algorithms pick it up and start pushing it out to other people, like-minded people.
Algorithms?
Algorithms, they're everywhere. They permeate the internet, and YouTube's got one. And it watches our videos, and it sees how much you comment, and then it pushes us to other people like you. And we want everyone to experience the acoustic shop world where we talk about instruments, we do reviews, we got some fun videos coming up. We thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next video.